taking a look around a place that we get a lot of wood knocks. Seen any mushrooms, Mike?
I haven't seen any.
Can mushrooms come out any time of the year, or
as long as conditions are right in their area for their time? They're temperamental.
What about like morels? Do morels have a certain time of year, or just depends on the conditions?
Yeah, you know, they usually have a time of year, but if the conditions aren't right, they don't care what time of year it is. But if the conditions are right, that's when they come. Looking good. Maybe it just hasn't been wet enough long enough. Right now they're probably storing their energy underground, and they won't fruit again until it keeps getting colder and damper, and then they're racing against the cold of winter, so they decide when it's right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know far beyond what we know, so when we find them, that's the luck of the thing. They're Mother Nature's gift, just like anything. They come when they're ready.
Certain times of the year that I'm just surprised when I find them, like when we were in Jarbidge the first weekend of June, right up where the snow was melting off, the clearings in between the snow patches and stuff was just thick with mushrooms. And you know, I didn't realize that they would grow in that cold of a condition, you know.
You know, some like it hot, some like it cold. Just like anybody. But most of them, yeah, they like it cold to where they almost freeze at night.
That's why we find them up here a lot then. It's always cold up here, man. It's always cold on Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
A lot of times we'll come up here in July to get away from the heat in the valley to camp and stuff. And then I'm like, you know, that's where Bigfoot would be.
See all the little shells and stuff like that? That's how much the squirrels have been eating all of these pine cones. They've been storing them, and look right here, there's rabbit poop. So,
yeah,
you know
that is rabbit.
Yeah, that's rabbit poop. They're all in here. See, there's a bunch more of the rabbit poop. There's probably he comes and hangs out here.
There was 2 years in a row in 2011 and 2012 where every time we camped here, we would get really loud baseball-like bat wood knocks back in here, and it would always happen as a result of something we were doing in camp, like it was, you know, trying to communicate with us. We would slam a car door or chopping a piece of wood or whatever, and we would get a random wood knock in response, and it was kind of creepy, like whatever was back here was wanting to let you know it was here. Every time we camped back here for 2 years, that happened. And if you want to look around at the soil, it's just not the best for accepting footprints. You know, I just stomped right there as hard as I could, and you know, it's not leaving anything.
Spongy. It's either spongy or it's hard as a rock.
After 2011, 2012, we haven't gotten wood knocks back here again. And we don't solicit wood knocks. It's not our thing in Bigfooting to solicit them. We just go about our business camping, hoping a curious one will come in. We think we may scare them away if we try to get all cute and like everybody else does and scream into the woods or wood knock. We think that might scare them away. They might give you a curious response and then leave the area. It's like, oh no, they know we're here. They're trying to communicate with us, you know.
Those are the dang Bigfooters.
That's why the wood knock responses we were getting was what we were doing. I mean, the very first time we camped here, I don't know, call it a beginner's luck for the area. We're putting up a tent, and the very first spike I pound in, I hit it one time, I hit it the next time, and it was all the way in, and I stood up, and then bam, a wood knock in the woods. And Jenny's like, you gotta be kidding me. And that went on the whole 3 days we were camping up here, and every time since. And then 2013 when we camped here, hasn't happened again. Hasn't happened again since.
Just like anything.
It just may be the years that the conditions were right.
Seasons. If you live out here, you know when you're supposed to be where. There's a bent over tree, Kelly, with the
Look.
National Forest boundary property line.
I don't think
It's obviously bent over.
Bigfoot likes just coming back in here putting
Private property.
national property signs. No, it's not private. This is
Oh, National Forest.
Mhm.
That's what I mean.
Think that upset Bigfoot is why this tree got bent
Or a
over.
landowner close said, you know what? I'm gonna bend that under because it's by our property. Hard to say. Look for some Bigfoot poop.
Well, that's one thing we've noticed back here is all the bent over trees. Look at all these trees that have got folded over, and they have the protection of these larger trees when it comes to snow.
Yeah, people know they can come up in here.
Oh, I knew it was public property before we walked in on it. I didn't need a sign to tell me. I know where I'm at.
Okay, see. Alright, I ain't seen a sign for sure.
I haven't seen any mushrooms.
No. I'll bet you in a week or two though they're it says right now they're probably gathering their strength if they're gonna flower. There's some milk tracks.
Oh yeah, some milk.
We need to go up and around that way to get back to the thing, otherwise we're just gonna get in this rough thick shit that's over
It
there.
actually comes out into a clearing.
Yeah, on the road, but your truck's right over there.
No, we're on the edge of a meadow.
Huh, I'm not seeing nothing. Come on, man, baby, we're out.
You know, usually when you see them, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
We took a look around an area where we traditionally hear wood knocks in the past. We really haven't found anything that stands out as Bigfoot evidence. We'll keep on looking, keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.